you guys? It is Mary.
And
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment.
down below. Because today we are going to be reviewing the Bachelorettes, and I think it is part 2 of the overnight date. I think we basically kind of are starting off with Gabby. She is going on an overnight date with Jason. But
Yes.
I think it started off with Enric or Eric, whatever.
Eric. She goes back to Eric after
She walks away, then she comes back to him.
After she has said that she feels blindsided because she and him, they already talked about the overnight date,
Hmm.
and that she was going to have an overnight date with the other guys who were still there at the time. And she thought that he was fine with that.
Yeah.
And he was just saying that, he feels uncomfortable. He feels as though it's like kind of cheating if she goes and she does with them what she does with him, which pretty much let us know
He is slut shaming her, basically.
that he's saying, I don't want you, we have already been intimate, and I don't want you pretty much having sex with someone else. That's pretty much what he said.
Well, I feel
That's
like
what he was insinuating, and they had already talked about it privately, but he decided to say it now on a public forum, which
Yeah.
it's a problem with that, but you guys talked about it privately, and now when you come out and say what you say, you're actually telling everyone, I have sex with her, which should be private between you all. That's how I just feel.
Yeah.
So anyway, she leaves, she's upset, she tells him kind of off, but then she comes back to talk to him and pretty much say, okay, I'm kind of understanding, whatever, like trying to see from your point of view. So they hug, they kiss, and I guess everything, he's still here. He still remains there as one of the contenders, right? She hasn't kicked him away.
My issue with the whole thing with Eric, I just felt like one, is just, I think because of what happened with them with Clayton. All the men are already assuming that they're all going to be able to sleep with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has the nerve. Of course, when she slept with him, she told us that. So, of course, he decided now he was going to go and tell
But
us
she didn't
again.
tell us.
Well, she said she's going to explore every facet of the relationship. And she said,
but I didn't know what that meant.
I actually did, because the reason why is because she was like, oh, I just would love to be able to run around naked with them or whatever, and as much as that would be fun, we also need to have serious conversations during this date.
Oh, I didn't know that she was going to have
She
sex
said
with
that.
him.
She said that. She
Yeah.
said she talked about running around naked with them, but also being serious. So when I heard that, I was like, Gab, because we both discussed it. We both said.
I was just saying, I hope that she doesn't, that none of them sleep with these guys, because they should have learned from Clayton's season that even if you sleep with them, that doesn't mean that they're going to be there for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You
But
know,
we did
because-
also say that, there's no reason, because basically, remember
Yeah,
last
and
time
there's
we were
no reason
reviewing,
for them to
we
sleep
said there's
with
no
them.
reason for you guys to be telling us. Because I remember Gabby was telling us that she was planning on it, and then Gabby was. They didn't say, yes, we're having sex like that,
Yeah.
but they insinuated in so many ways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I just felt like, I feel like they're also kind of burdened by their past or whatever,
Yeah.
but they also are bringing it to the forefront.
Yeah.
Like they are still holding that on.
Yeah.
And it's not all men who sleep with you, they decide to dump you. Like that's not always it. That's not how it always is.
Yeah.
But it's on very rare occasions that a man will also take you seriously after you have slept with her or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why that
And
is.
especially if, I think that's anybody. And
Yeah.
even Susie was the same way.
Yeah.
Once she found out that Clayton had slept with the two women,
Yeah.
she was on the outs with Clayton just because of that. So
Yeah.
I think it's everyone will feel some kind of way, like, you slept with me, the next night you slept with somebody else. Yes, I know that this is a show, but I'm going to have a problem with that, even if it was a man who was the bachelor. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who.
But in real life, you really wouldn't be going through this, because like if you're dating somebody, you don't have to worry about them
That'll be
really
the only
sleeping with
person,
somebody
right.
else. Like you would be considering it cheating. But
will
because this
consider
is
it cheating, right.
yeah, but I mean because this is the Bachelorette, I think everybody kind of knows that it can happen. My thing with Eric is I feel like he should have had a Zach mentality. I love this woman. I'm going to be there for her. Whatever she needs in order to figure out if we are meant to be, let her do that. And then let her come to me. Let me not go and force it down her throat and then also guilt trip her and then also give her a card the night that she is supposed to be with somebody else to have her come out of the room to come see me.
Yeah.
All of that was very manipulative.
Yeah, it
and
was.
we always said that we really did not like Eric.
Yeah.
We actually thought he was bi for the longest time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've never
So-
trusted him.
Yeah, I didn't
From the
trust
very
him.
beginning.
Yeah.
I just never have trusted him. Period. That was my my gut feeling with him.
Yeah, and it's just giving me really like controlling vibes. Like the fact that the way he's even acting or whatever, and then Gabby's going there.
Yeah, you
but
didn't
also,
like that.
no, I did not. I thought it was really he was trying to slut shame her
like,
on the camera.
I could understand when he did it, but when you explained it,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's true. He was kind of being controlling.
Because this is where, because if Johnny was not there, she obviously would not have even read the notes. You know what I'm saying? Because she would be having her overnight date with Johnny. That night when he put the car there, she's supposed to be on a date.
Oh,
so the fact that you did it at night, where she is probably going to be spending the night with somebody, instead of you doing it during the day, I thought was manipulative.
Yeah.
And then now you're here talking about how, oh, I'm so worried about losing you, da 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 da. Well, don't do dumb stuff like this.
Right.
Don't come and do dumb stuff like this, because it's like you're controlling me.
Yeah.
And I felt like when Gabby, she walked away, she should have walked away. She should have stayed left.
Not coming back.
Don't come back. Let this man sweat it out. Let him really feel like I have really effed up.
Yeah.
Don't go there trying to bio him and make him think that everything's okay, and then you're hugging him and then still kissing him.
Comforting him.
Like, I love Gabby's personality. I think she's an amazing woman. She's really loving, really caring, but also I feel like she does that to a fault.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And people will take advantage of that.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that because I feel like I can be that way as well with like friends and stuff like that, where sometimes I'm like, I have to kind of put boundaries and say, okay, this, you can't cross this line, you can't cross this line. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she hasn't done that with Eric. Yeah. And then of course she had her date with Jason. We all knew. I feel like we all kind of collectively knew that Jason really was not ready.
Well, we already saw him talk to his mom and say he's not ready for an engagement.
But even before that, you and I were both saying that, these mysterious guys, these quote-unquote nice guys, always end up being the worst
quiet
men.
ones, like Johnny and Jason.
The nice guys always end up being the worst.
Yeah.
Like, because the thing is, you don't see it coming.
No.
Like, people who go out of their way to say, I'm a nice guy, I'm this,
quiet.
I'm that.
No.
Like, usually they have something to hide. And then on top of that, they want you to think that there's something that they really aren't.
Exactly.
Because my thing is, it's like, remember that girl on Married at First Sight was like, I'm really a good person?
Oh, yes.
It's just like that. I'm a nice guy. I'm really, as soon as a guy says he's a nice guy, I know to run the other way.
Exactly.
Because it's a red flag.
Yeah.
And I just felt like Jason really wasn't about anything.
Yeah.
Like, you're on a show. You're on a show. If you're quiet and introverted, then don't be here.
Yeah.
Really don't be here.
And the other thing, too, at the end, they want you to get engaged.
So why are you
come
here?
To the show if you're not ready to get engaged?
Johnny did that mess. Foolishness.
Jason
did this mess.
Yeah.
You sent Johnny home, but you're still sitting here with Jason. I really think Gabby thought that Jason would be ready for an engagement, or she was really, really hoping.
Yeah.
Because I remember they went on their dates or whatever.
Jason
it was fine.
One of the guys that Rachel and Gabby liked, and but Jason told Rachel that he was here for Gabby.
Right.
But Rachel never told Gabby that. I don't know if she told her later on, but I think Gabby was really counting on Jason.
She was really counting on Jason to come through or whatever, stuff like that. But my thing is, just because you're on this show doesn't mean that God has ordained for you to find your person here.
Yeah.
I really don't think so, because they both have a lot of healing to do. Even Gabby. I feel like Gabby is closer to healing than Rachel. Because Rachel does not acknowledge that she actually has a problem.
Yeah.
That's the issue. The first step is admitting it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just feel like Jason wasn't about anything. And I also felt like when they were there at the table, and he basically told her, I'm not ready for an engagement.
And then the thing is, first he says to her, like, he went out with her, to the swimming and all that stuff.
Like, he was trying to convince himself, but you already knew that you couldn't get there. So there's no point you going. He wanted to enjoy the last time before he left.
He went to dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
went swimming, had champagne.
Went to the tennis courts.
Yes.
Like, you did all of these different things.
Because he knew he was going to be leaving.
Well, we are having some kind of construction here, so you hear the banging. That's what it is. But he just went through all of these things, which I just feel as though he wanted to drink the champagne.
It's just like with Johnny, when he said, man, about to leave.
Yeah, she about to.
Let me toss
he
it
tossed back that champagne, got his drink on. And then so Johnny went through all of that, even went to the dates with her. Yeah. Right? And it was after that when they were behind closed doors, that he lets her know he doesn't, like...
Well, because basically she had walked away, whatever. She was very hurt. She was very sad or whatever.
But then... they were behind closed doors, did anything happen, I wonder?
I seriously doubt it.
Or was he getting ready to happen and then he says, well...
No, I think what had happened was, well, first let's finish talking about the date. So they were sitting down, whatever, they were talking or whatever. He basically told her what was going on. She got up, was upset or whatever, walked away. Like again, Gabby, you should have stayed away.
I forgot
Remember?
about that.
Well, you were knocked out.
Said I remember now when he said that he doesn't see
an engagement, and then she was like,
but he likes her or something like that.
And then she was like, well, you have to decide if you can really,
you
can't fall for this hopeless romanticism or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I'm a realist, so I really don't believe in it or whatever. So she gets up and walks away.
Which she should have stayed gone. But
she should have stayed gone.
When she stayed gone, he came to her.
Well, he didn't come to her right away. He came to her like 10, 20 minutes or whatever. He was gone for a while.
Yeah,
he left her there or whatever, and she should have walked away and let this be it. Because that's what you did with Johnny.
Yeah.
But I feel like because she only had Eric and he had effed up the day before, she was really hoping on putting all her eggs in the Jason basket.
Yeah.
But even then, she was saying that, just a part of me was really, like, always knew it was coming, but a part of me was hoping that, he will pretend with me for a few more minutes. I was like, Gabby, this is not something to play with. This is your life. Like, this is somebody you're going to get married to.
Yeah.
This is not about love. This is about who will be the best partner for you in the long term. Because love will only take you so far. Because one day you might get up one day and you look at this person and say, I really hate you today.
It was like
you know what I'm saying?
Trying to talk him into
being there.
Continuing when he has already been very clear, and he's trying to be nice. He's trying not to just totally dump you. He's trying to dump you gently, but he's still trying to dump you. But it's like you continue to talk to him, continue to plead with him. Let's just strip away. And so he also doesn't want to just be an asshole, so he kind of goes along with it. But when he told her that at the table, he really was telling her, like, I'm done. Like, if we strip the nice words and all that stuff, that's pretty much what he was saying.
And then even when he went there to go talk to her or whatever, and then there were so many pauses. Like, it just did not seem genuine. Like, she was listening, like, nodding her head and wanting him to say more stuff to bring her back in. And then the fact that she kissed him so easily, like, I did not feel like those were loving words. Like, he really wanted to be there. He really wanted to see this long term, even outside of this. You know what I'm saying? Because you can stay engaged for a while and still get to know that person and then break up the engagement if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But he just did not seem genuine. And it just seemed really choppy. I was just like, Gabby, why are you still listening to this BS? And then she's like, like kissing him, holding all his shoulders and stuff like that. Like gripping. For dear life. And I'm just like, Gabby, this is ridiculous.
The thing is,
your person is not there, Gabby, and it's okay to walk away.
The thing is, and I think women do this a lot. That's why I always say you gotta listen as women. The bare bones of it was he was saying he's not gonna engage you. He doesn't see this going anywhere like that. But then he adds, and that goes back to the men never really want to break up with someone. You got to do it. He adds, well, I mean, I like you. Maybe in a real world, behind the cameras, when the cameras are not there, maybe we could make it work. But really, if you listen to what he was really saying, it's over. My journey here with you. Because even when he tells you that, he knows. In him, he feels like she's not gonna leave Johnny, but he doesn't know about Johnny right now. He doesn't know that Johnny's not there. So when he tells you maybe in the real world this might work outside of the cameras, that doesn't make sense. You know why? Because he knows that Johnny's still there. He knows that Eric is still there. So he's not expecting you to leave them. That's just him saying something like throwing you a bone to hold on to, but deep down he doesn't want you to follow him. No. So when he goes back out to you, it's because probably maybe the producers are kind of looking at him accusingly or something. So he gets up out of the guilt. He doesn't want people in Twitterville to hate him. So he goes back to her, and now he's going to clutch onto this bone that he had said to you, but he's going to see first if you're going to leave on your own without him being nasty about it, or if you're going to stay. And what women have to do in that situation When a guy is trying to tell you something, you got to be quiet, you got to listen, you got to remove your emotions from it. You can cry later. Listen to what they're saying. He's trying to tell you, my journey with you here, it's over. Full stop, period. So when he comes back out to you to try to help his image later on, don't give him that chance. Just say, I heard you, thank you.
For your services.
Bye. And walk away. Don't stand there, because when you're standing there now, he also standing there now, because there was a long pause while they were just standing there. And she's expecting another bone, and he don't want to be an asshole because he's going to hear it from the public later. So now he says, I mean, like what I said, I mean what I said, I mean, if later on in reality he starts giving you that bone again,
He even
and you
looks like-
clutch onto it, you clutch, like she said, you clutch onto it, hold him, lean yourself up, kiss
Like you
him.
hold on to it for dear life.
And
You're
so,
sucking
look,
out
look,
at the bone.
and so unfortunately for him, damn it, I have been reeled back in.
Yes.
Isn't that what happened with Clayton?
Because even he was like this,
Yeah.
like he didn't really want to, like she was having to pull him
And now
to
he's
her.
sweating. He's like, okay. But then, this is what he does. Isn't that what happened with Clayton, though? Clayton did not want to break up. You know why? Because guys will never break up with you thoroughly like that. They wouldn't.
That's what we're gonna call this
You
episode.
as women have to be able to walk away. Listen
Yeah.
to what they're saying. That's what Clayton was trying to do. He was trying to break up with them. They still didn't go.
Gabby didn't go.
So
Rachel
what he
didn't
did, he came down and tells both of them, I slept with both of you all. He hoping they leave. They still don't. Well, damn. I just gotta tell them now. Now I gotta be the bad guy. I still don't see this working. No, I don't see this working. Damn it, I tried to break up with you 3 times. And you all keep on reeling back in. And then they blame you. Because
Yeah.
now you have them stuck in the situation. When they're trying to get unstuck, women, hear them. And don't give them another chance to feed you bullshit. Don't look for the rainbow in the sky. It's thunder and lightning. Don't search for the rainbow. It's not there. It's just ridiculous. So now he is stuck. So he going the sweets with you, and
Now he really just lets
now
it all
he really
out.
pissed. But now the cameras ain't there. Look, lady.
It is over.
It's over. It's so over that I'm not even going to be a natural man and have sex with you before I go. It's over. I got to go. You have held me. You're an albatross around my neck. What the hell do you want me to say? Bye. Now she finally gets it. But even as you leave, you come back. But you finally got it now. She said he made it clear. Because guess what? He's like, how many times do I have to break up with her? That's what he's thinking in his head. Whereas this is what causes confusion between men and women. Men don't want to be the bad guy, especially now in the age of social media.
No.
You think he wants to go be cursed out by family and friends?
He saw what
And
happened
social-
with Clayton. A lot of people hated Clayton.
Yeah.
I remember when we were
He-
reviewing that season.
he don't
Y'all
want
came
that.
for that man in them comment sections,
Yeah.
son.
But behind closed door, when the cameras are not there, she said he made it very clear to her. But now when she came back in the room, the cameras are back. He's even sitting there. You could see in his
He
eyes.
really did not want to
almost
say
wanted to
anything.
roll his eyes. And so when you come back, here come the nice guy again. I mean, you're really great, but this time she got it. She knows what time it is, and she says,
He's like, you don't have to
tell
you
me
don't have to
that.
say anything. Like it's
You don't have
over.
to tell sorry. I got it. I get it. I was like, thank God. And I'm sure in his mind, he's like, thank God. I will not say anything. I'll just sit there and look sorry. And that was it. And then she hugs him. She's such a sweetie. She goes and hugs him.
It
and
could not
then
be me
leaves.
because I would be like, bah! My hand would be like this.
But she's a sweetheart. Women, when a man's trying to tell you something, get to the don't even try to ask them because they never will.
Yeah.
If you keep on it, because this is what happens in the real world. In the real world, when a man comes and tell you this rubbish, he wants to break up with you, right? And he's trying to do it in a nice way. What a woman will do? She'll be like, I don't know what that means. Are we still together or not? Are you my boyfriend or not? Because I'm not understanding. You're saying this, you're saying that. And then the woman starts crying. The next thing you know, the man is all roped up in again. We are all now boyfriend and girlfriend. You didn't let him go. Now he really becomes an asshole.
Yeah.
So now he goes out there, he cheats. He makes sure that you know he cheated. Okay? And
Might
then
bring you something back too.
well then, like Megan Thee Stallion, the song, right? When she talking about, I got this stuff and I give you all the sex and I do all the blowjobs, but yet, you're still going to cheat. I mean, that's what she's saying.
I'll put Plan B here at 20 minutes. I'll put the
you're still going to cheat. Well, let me tell you now, you better eat this pea properly or some other man gonna get it. Well, let me tell you, another woman who's not Megan Thee Stallion and is not singing that song probably will say, I do all these things for you. How come you cannot appreciate me? How come you can't be there for me? Well, let me tell you something. If you don't straighten up, mister, okay, I will leave you. And there are men out there who want me. That man, when he's trying to leave you, he actually doesn't give a damn who's out there and who can do it better than him.
Yeah.
Although we've come to the end of the road. You all heard that song with Boys to Men? You all don't come at the end of the road. Stop trying to let the road keep on going. It says dead end.
You'll
It's
be
over.
in a ditch. Don't be in a ditch by yourself, ladies.
Lord have
Wondering
mercy.
how you got down there.
So that's what happened to Gabby.
But
So
anyway, let's talk about Eric though, because we had 21 minutes.
Oh, no.
So what had happened with Eric now? She decides.
So Jason is gone.
Yes.
Johnny is gone.
She has Eric left, the control freak.
She has Eric left because she went back to Eric. She didn't stay gone. She went back to Eric.
Yeah, she decided to keep that option open.
She
just in case.
realizes
I have nobody.
in her rainbow mind, even though there's not a sun ray in the sky,
Not one.
she's imagining it now in her head
That everything will be good with Eric.
She goes to Eric now and it says, love was right there in front of me all the while and he has still stayed.
And the way she was talking, I thought she was going to send him home. But no, she still clutched onto this man with every single thing she had in her. He clutched on so tight. And she was...
There's no one left. It is only you now. Now Eric is like, whoa, no one left. Let me take a look at you again. Do I really want you? No other man wants you. Now they start processing. Because men always like to have a woman that all men want. Now all the men are gone.
But my thing is, I felt so horrible that she gave Eric all of that power. Because my thing is, if I was in that situation, firstly, I would have said goodbye to everybody and I would have taken my black booty home. I would have been over. Okay, my person ain't here. I got this control freak here. I got Mr. Toxic here.
Yes,
and I got another man here who ain't serious. Y'all have done some fucked up stuff to me on this TV show, and ain't nobody here for me. Let me skip myself back down the bunny lane.
And I will give my white finger to the producer and the cameraman as I go. That's what you should have done, Gabby.
Exactly.
My white ass.
Yes.
All of y'all.
Exactly.
And where the host at? I got another thing for him. Because they did you all wrong.
They did. And that's honestly, that's what she should have did. Because now Eric is thinking, oh my God, she did what I wanted. Everybody's gone. Even though it's like you're rewarding bad behavior. I acted like an ass.
Yes.
I basically tried to slut shame you.
Yes.
But you have got rid of everybody like a dodo bird.
No.
And
he's wondering. He said, I wonder if they left by themselves or did she kick them out? You see?
He also is thinking that. But also he's thinking, at this point, everything has been done. It's just me here. Mm-hmm. Now it's just us two,
Yes.
And now he's thinking, okay, well, the ball is in my court, really, if I want to engage her or not.
Yes.
So you see the preview.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to get engaged. What?
That's what he said.
That's what he said because he was going outside, whatever, and Gabby
no.
basically trips coming back inside, and she like, he lied to me. I'm like, what do you expect, Gabby? What do you expect at this point in life?
Him all
your cards.
Hands.
I would have never told him. I would have told him nothing. Even if I went to bask in the Mexico for a while before I go home, not engaged.
Yes.
I would not have told him that none of the other men were here. Because you ain't finna play me, boo.
Yeah, that's what
I'm going to continue to have the power in my hands. Women, you have to try to keep the power in your court. Yeah. You just have to. Because it's so easy for us to get our heart broken.
Yeah, but you know something? He would have left her anyway when he saw the reverb. When he saw the actual thing,
No, I know,
he
but
still
I'm
would have
just,
broke up
no,
with
I'm
her.
saying like from the point of view that
Yeah.
where she's like, okay, I'm not ready to say goodbye to him yet. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah.
see if this is actually worth fighting for.
Yeah.
I would not have told him, even if I decide later on,
I
okay,
know.
this
She
is
shouldn't
over.
have. Yeah.
This is over. I don't want to get engaged to you.
Yeah.
It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
I still would not have gone and told him he's the only one there left because
Yeah.
it makes him feel empowered.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking I can act an ass and she's still gonna do whatever I want.
Exactly.
Whether they left of their own
Yeah.
or she told them to leave,
Yeah.
she did what I wanted.
Yeah.
So it's rewarding bad behavior. So
You see,
just
if
shameful.
later on, even if she had chosen Eric and Eric had engaged her, I'm gonna tell you what would have happened.
He would watch
He would have
reruns.
seen the rerun,
Yeah.
realized that they left her,
Mhm.
they didn't want her,
Mhm.
but then he'll be thinking in his head, and he will even ask her, since he had tried to slush him her before,
Mhm.
he will even ask her and say, so should I be of the mindset that if they had accepted you, you probably would have done the same things you did to me intimately with them, huh? See? And then she would have become real upset and left him.
My thing is, because of what happened during Clayton's season, y'all should have went out of your way to
Not
heal,
to sleep
and y'all
with
should have went
any
out of
of
your way
them.
not to sleep with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they already
It's
have this
ridiculous.
perception of you guys. Which is not really your fault. It's Clayton's fault because that man
Yeah.
should not have said shit about
He
what
shouldn't
happened back
have
there.
said that at
It
all.
was a real asshole move.
Yeah,
it was a
he
straight
an
asshole move.
He was trying for them to break up with him.
I know, but you
And they wouldn't.
you don't have to go and expose a woman like that
Well, that's
because
not-
now for the rest of their lives, people are going to think that they're both whores. Like that's just what
No, I
society
mean,
would think. Because they're thinking, oh, you slept with this guy, even knowing that he had 3 other women. They're just
Well,
going to think that.
I mean, society be there. We don't give a shit about what society thinks.
Exactly, but also I just don't
but
like
I
how
hear what
Clayton
you're
did
saying.
it. I don't
I
like it
think-
because you didn't have to expose them like that. You could have just told them behind closed doors.
But
you did it on
no,
TV
he
on a
was an
national
ass.
platform.
It was wrong. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep on saying this: men will not break up with you
Well, yeah.
at all.
No.
When they're trying to let you down easily,
Take that, boo.
you've got to hear them and walk and never look back. Don't give them a second chance. You all heard about my story about giving somebody second chance. Did you not hear my story?
I'll link that one too.
It does not work. Okay? It gets worse. And if they didn't break you before, they damn sure gonna break you the second time.
Yeah.
You hear me? Okay.
But yes, let's talk about Rachel. Rachel
Oh, yes.
just does not it's like she has post-abuse syndrome. Like she just doesn't want somebody good. She doesn't want somebody stable.
You know
she
something? I don't know, maybe I fell asleep. But I never saw her with Avon and Tino for her
They already
Did
had
you see them?
That was last week.
But I never saw that. I was like,
Well, you
she's
were
already
asleep.
had an overnight.
Well, we've
how,
already
how
talked
were
about
they
it.
overnight? They were okay.
Yeah, they were fine. She was so
Okay.
in love with Tina. She was so in love with
Was
Avon.
she intimate with them?
I'm
Or did she
assuming.
say it?
I think so because she obviously was talking about Avon's weenie. He's the whole package.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Are you serious?
I didn't need to know that, Rachel.
then
I
how
actually didn't
about
need to know
Tino?
that. I actually walked away from the annoyance, and I actually couldn't watch it.
With Tino.
Because she was telling him that he said I'm in love with you. She's like, I love you. I just wanted to vomit. I wanted
No, but how was
to
there
vomit.
overnight? Because he said in this, he said
He said if we
everything
had
was
an
great.
amazing
He said it was
night.
perfect or something or whatever.
No, he said. I think he had said no. I think that was Eric. Anyway, I don't know. I don't care. But she
And he felt confident. That's what he was saying.
He felt very confident.
based on how the night went or whatever. So he was also trying to insinuate some stuff.
This is the issue. Anyway.
Well, he tried to remind her from day one about what had happened with Clayton.
Even the daddy did that too. So I can't marry
Oh,
that
yes.
family.
Oh, yes, the
I
father,
can't.
too.
I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she went on a date with Zach or whatever.
Yes.
She still does not seem like she can get there with Zach or whatever and stuff like that. But they did go ahead and
Have the guy again.
the overnight dates or whatever. I always kind of felt like she was a little off with him. You know what I'm saying? Like for some reason she just doesn't want to be with him. I don't know. Like she just doesn't like stability, and that's a red flag.
I don't know if Zach is stable, and I'm going to tell you, I actually thought he was.
Really?
I thought he was.
I think he's a better choice than Tino and Avon. That's just what I feel.
You know something? He might even be worse. He might even be worse.
Okay, but hold on. Let me give you my theory.
Go
Now,
ahead.
the reason why I could see that or agree with that is because with him, so after they had their overnight date or whatever,
Yes.
but going in, he was so confident.
Everything was great.
Everything was great. Then
Yes.
he saw Jesse, some things were left. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
But then when it was the rose ceremony, he was saying, before she even offers me a rose,
Yes.
I have to talk to her. And I
Yes.
kept on saying all last night,
Yes.
how are you so confident? Your ass might be going home tonight.
Right.
So I
She
didn't
might not even give you a
understand.
rose.
I was like, Zach, how are you so confident and so assured?
Yeah.
Like, this woman that said she doesn't want like you because of your age, I think she likes older men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she also basically kind of did a 180 on you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
According
then
to
also
him.
she has not really been connecting with you like that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, how are you sitting here so like self-assured? Like, I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
Yeah.
So what's your analysis? Because I can see what you're saying because I was seeing a couple of yellow and red flags.
Yeah.
Well, I said yellow and orange.
Yeah. Because
But I just thought he was delusional. That's
well,
what I thought.
We're gonna go all the way to that first date when they showed pictures of their family.
Oh, he seemed checked out. I was
And
like,
we
this
did
man
not
is not.
see the chemistry at all.
But she was like,
And I did not know what she saw. I wanted to wear whatever glasses or contacts she had on.
she
so I can
needs
see,
new contacts,
right?
Rachel.
And then even for the date, right,
Mhm.
the airplane date, I thought was very nice. You know, he was listening to her and stuff like that. They
Right.
seemed all loved up. His family seems really nice, but I was
You
just,
think he's a nice guy?
you know, I think he thinks he's a nice guy. But
This will end badly.
when he came out of that room, and remember when they went for that first date, and I said to you, I thought he liked the camera. Remember I
Yeah.
said so? He seemed to like the camera and want the camera on that date. Remember
Oh yeah,
when she had that ugly
yeah.
dress
I remember that.
by that guy who put her in that ugly dress. Anywho,
Yeah.
you know, I thought he loved the camera, and I said, you know, I don't know about Zach. He's 25 years old.
Right.
He seemed more mature than that,
Right.
but he seems camera hungry to me.
Yeah.
When Zach went to talk to Jesse and started, he's crying. I didn't see tears. I saw maybe one tear that he rubbed his eyes so much that the one tear came.
Yeah.
And then he starts to say she did a 180. I felt like he was really trying to bash her.
Yeah.
But I did not know, even as he was talking, and I also get this sense that Jesse, you know, when he first came and he's talking, she did a 180, she doesn't like my age. I got a feeling that Jesse, just like me, was waiting to see if there was something more. Because the way he came in with his crying, I am thinking when the cameras weren't there, she became some crazy person. Maybe eating with her mouth open,
That's still not crazy. A lot of people do that.
and going outside and showing everybody her breast or something, or became really vulgar and started cursing him out, or started slapping him, or decided, oh, I want chains and this and that, and got out a whip. I was expecting something like that happened.
Okay.
But just for her to tell you, you're 25 and I don't know if you're ready yet, and I'm asking, and she kept on asking me if I was ready, got you crying? What the fuck is that? Why are you crying? Even Jesse was looking at you like, what else happened? He was looking at this guy like,
very intense.
like, because he was waiting like I was waiting, because the guy is crying in front. He's doing that Robin cry, and and you don't see no damn tear, but the one tear that came, and it came here and it stopped. It didn't even have much
It
water
could
to
have been
it.
sweat.
It could have been sweat. You know what I'm saying? So even Jesse was like, "Tell me, buddy, what happened?" And he's talking.
Jesse did look confused. I was like, why is Jesse
and
confused?
He's struggling to get it out, and it's all about your age, and you know. And I was really blindsided.
Was it giving you Karen vibes?
Oh my God! It was giving me Kenny vibes. Kenny vibes. Like crazy foolishness. I'm looking at this fool, and I'm like, you are this upset, pretending to cry, came into Jesse's room to come tell him this bullshit about someone told you you're 25. and kept on asking you repeatedly if your 25 ass is ready because my ass older than you. And
By
that's a
few
180. And she's only older than me by 2 months. Exactly. So why the hell are you so upset? Did she break up with you? I thought maybe she broke up with him.
Yeah, but it didn't seem
But
like
she
that's
didn't
what
break up
happened.
with you. She didn't do anything dramatic. Why the hell are you crying? You know, I cannot with men who go around crying like this at a drop of a damn fucking hat. Okay. That's all I got to say. Because he got me all the way messed up. I'm here cursing. I ain't got time. Next.
But yeah, so
You all get in the comments and let us know if you all think this foolishness warranted some no tears crying Kenneth.
yeah, I don't know. I think it was very odd and it was very,
To
unnatural.
the point that you came all swolled up to the rose ceremony and you're there like, I have to talk to her.
But you know what it is? He waited exactly until she put her hand on the rose. And he said, I need to talk to you. She's like, oh, okay.
I can't.
Even Rachel looks confused.
This man wants his 5 minutes of fame. He has decided whatever job he's doing, he doesn't like it. And he wants his 5 minutes of fame, or probably want to be the Bachelor.
Ooh.
He probably want to be the Bachelor. That's what this mess is about. He probably want to be the Bachelor.
Lord have mercy.
And if they make him the Bachelor, he's not there for any good. He's not there to find nobody. He just wants to have so many different women full of poop.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
thought
what
it was
I
very
thought.
odd.
I mean, what did you think of that? Did you think that it should be something more?
At first I was like, well, the way he was saying it seemed like maybe she spazzed out on him about his age, and she would really.
Or started yelling at him.
And I thought maybe because I always said she's dating toxic people, but maybe I'm thinking but I was thinking maybe she likes toxic people, right? But maybe when she finally has somebody who is stable, she doesn't know how to handle it, so she herself becomes toxic, and she spazzed out on him and tried to get him to break up with her.
No, I think
That's
that she
what
saw
I
the
thought.
instability in him. This, you see, maybe behind closed doors, she saw this Kenneth that we saw right here, and she said, I can't deal with Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I was saying from the way that he was saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if it's the age, I mean, why would Rachel say that? Because I know she has broken up with a lot of younger guys throughout the season.
Yeah.
Which I thought were good for her. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was
When
really
she was
odd.
saying she really liked him and telling us in the confessional, and she could see herself falling in love with him, and he had such a great family, did she not know how old she is? Of course she knew. We all knew how old you were.
Exactly, but that's why I was like, well, maybe because he said he was blindsided, so
No.
maybe he was thinking, oh, she has never told me about the age thing before, so it's all that she's telling me now. So I was like, oh, okay, I
Something
kind of
happened.
see.
I'm going to tell you. In all the what is it?
But their energy was super off.
It was off the whole day, wasn't it?
It was off, but it was really off.
was off.
The night after.
Yeah, it was off. Even when
She
they were
didn't
having
seem
the dinner,
elated.
She didn't.
The breakfast.
Yeah, well, not the breakfast. When they went to dinner, when she gave him the envelope
Yeah.
to spend the night, she seemed off herself towards him.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I saw that in her, because usually she's happy to see Zach.
Yeah.
And she even says our chemistry keeps on growing and stuff. But I feel like something happened with her and him.
And the
And
day.
she saw another side of him. And that's why for the dinner she was a little on edge, even though she gave him the key. Because
Right.
even you said I don't see the chemistry between them when they were at dinner.
Yeah. I didn't.
So I think she saw something about him, maybe that shows his age. And she wasn't for it. Maybe they didn't show that on camera.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. The whole thing was very odd. But I have a bone to pick with
Kenny
Jesse.
for real.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with Jesse though.
The host?
Yes.
Okay.
Did didn't nobody want to see your ass on that empty stage talking about how that we all need to settle down and wait for the roller coaster of the season.
Yes.
Y'all say that every single year. It's going to be the most dramatic finale ever.
Yes.
Didn't nobody want to see your old ass on that empty stage talking about we need to mentally prepare ourselves.
Even the stage was all a mess. You know,
And
we were like, what's going on? Like something happened, like someone threw something. Even I think it looked like a table that was turned over.
I was like, Jesse, please go away. And this is why sometimes I can't get, like, I mean, I don't mind The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but sometimes it's just like they have this really odd sense of humor that I just can't get with. Like, I don't know what to call the sense of humor. I don't want to offend nobody, but it just doesn't.
Like a dry sense
just
of humor.
really dry.
Yeah.
But you guys need to hold on and mentally prepare. We're going to sit. We're going to all. No one appreciates
Everybody
it. It's
hates
dumb
it.
as hell.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we're going to be mentally preparing all week. So I was so pissed
crazy.
off and annoyed because I wanted to see what was going on with Zach and Rachel.
All right.
So now I have to wait a whole nother week. You know, but it seemed like
for the 2-hour finale, that's gonna be done live and all this crazy.
and I hate the live because y'all always have some weird person in the audience, some white man in some Afro mystic wig, some idiots licking some ice, or some fool, you know, running around half naked or streaking.
I know. We're just like, what?
Like it's stupid.
I guess they want to stimulate the audience, the
You're
live
not
audience, and we're not there. It's not
anybody.
funny. We don't find it funny.
We just want to watch the show. That
show.
is stimulating enough. Like at this point, I actually want to write a letter to the heads of the Bachelor Nation. Stop doing your dry humor. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all not funny. Anyway, that's it. We done spent 41 minutes on this stuff. And now this is going to be a damn headache to upload.
In Tanzania.
Little Miss, I need to spend 28 minutes talking about Rachel and Eric. No, Gabby and Eric. But anyway, I'll talk about two. But yeah, y'all, it's Mary.
And y'all get in the comments. Tell us what you think. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes, y'all. But we invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.